Welcome back, baseball fans, to the 76-7-8-9 Fall Carryover League. Tonight we are in the American League North, a series with the Ohio Players and the Cleveland Indians. And let's just go straight to the standings, folks, because something kind of remarkable. Here we go, American League North. These guys are 0 games back, and these guys are 0 games back, and these guys are 0 games back. Now, the Tigers, normally at the top of this division, this is really a shame, because this is the last year that the Tigers have the 1976 Mark Fidrich card, and they are not honoring his memory as they are stumbling and will be eliminated. They still have to play the Expos. We are in the middle of a series between the Indians, who were in first, and the Ohio Players, who were in third. Ohio Players have won the first 2 games, and now the 3 teams are in a dead heat. But we are in a game 3 in Cleveland now. Ohio had 2 walk-offs at home. They walked off of Jim Kern twice, the Cleveland closer. So the Indians' backs are up against it. They need to win this game. If they win this game and they win game 4, they will finish the series ahead of the Ohio Players. That's right. If they win the next 2 games at home, the Indians will finish the season ahead of the Ohio Players, regardless of what happens in game 5. If the Ohio Players win game 5, they can't win the division, but they may knock Ohio out of winning the division, and the Expos could win the division. Ohio, if they win game 3, will be in first place, and it could be the Tigers who knock the Expos out, and the Ohio Players win the division. So there is so much to play for here. And in game 3, the Ohio Players will send Larry Demiri to the mound, and the Tribe, Dennis Eckersley. Let's get started. Rodney Scott will lead it off. 1-4 is a K. Dave Cash, center. Jerry White walks. Gary Alexander, 47 Ks. Jim Norris leads off in left for the Tribe, but he bounces to second. Buddy Bell pops to second. Rick Manning lines to third. And if the Indians lose this game, they are done, by the way. They will not go to the playoffs, period. So they need to win this game. And then game 4 will be pivotal. Bleh. I'll start that over. Important. George Hendrick, 46 Ks. Dreesen, 2-4, center. Manny Sanguian, 1-1-6, center. Andre Thornton, 63, first. Gamble, 37, walks. Lee Lacy, 2-5, short A. We go to third, Jerry Mumphrey, 67 Ks. Alomar, 56, 1-1-8 is a triple. Rodney Scott, 68, sac fly to right. We got a 1-0 game. And Cash pops out, 1-0. Kuiper, 55, left. Kendall, 32. Let's look at Fred Kendall's card. Came up with the Padres, eventually got to Cleveland, and he just hit himself a solo home run. Good for him. 1-1. Cheney, 64, pops third. Jim Norris pops a second. All right. 1-1 in the 4th, Jerry White. That is going to be gone off of the Eckersley card on 5-4. Gary Alexander, 1-1-8, flies out. Hendrick, 5-10, is a catcher's card. This is Kendall, 3-1. Dreesen, 2-9, short. Bottom of 4, a 2-1 game. Buddy Bell, 1-9, short. The first 2 games were both 4-4 games in the 7th inning, and decided in the 9th. I mean, these teams have played tight games, but Ohio's won them. And it's up to Cleveland. They've got to win this game. Rick Manning, 1-8, center. Andre Thornton, 3-6. Let's take a look at Andre Thornton's card. Homer 1/16. It is gone, and we are tied again at 2. Each team scores in this inning. 1-1-1-1, and it's 2-2. Oscar Gamble, 411. Pitcher. Demiri is at E20. And he boots it. And with 2 outs, Lee Lacy, center. We go to the 5th. Manny Sanguian, 68K. He's having a great year, by the way. Sitting close to 400. Jerry Mumphrey, 311, second. And Alomar, 34, pitcher. Bottom of 5, another tight game with these Ohio teams. Dwayne Kuiper, 2-6, short. Fred Kendall, left X. Jerry White's 2E5. Cheap single for Fred Kendall is 2 for 2. Daryl Cheney, 46, second X. 3E22 at second base. That's another single. 2 on, 1 out for Jim Norris. 46, bouncer to second. And let's see, this is a 3E22 at second base, and an error, and the bases are loaded with 1 out for Buddy Bell. You got to bring it up. He's an A-bunter of all things. That's going to be a 2-run single because you brought the infield up off of Buddy Bell's card. And now it's 4-2 with runners in the corners and 1 out. They're going to bring it up still for Rick Manning. A clean single for Manning, and the Indians are kind of broken through here in the 5th. Buddy Bell holds a second, 2 on, 1 out, 3 runs in, 5-2. Andre Thornton, 65, lines a third, and with 2 outs. Gamble, 66, bounces a short. Oh, Ronnie Scott's awful. He's a 40-48. That's an error. And with the bases loaded and 2 outs, it's Lee Lacy, 68, single 1-7. He lines out. But the Tribe have a 5-2 lead in the 6th inning. They need this one bad. Rodney Scott, 2 nines a walk. Dave Cash, 67's a K. Jerry White, 48, second X. This is Kuiper. He's a good fielder. He's a 2E13. That's a double play. Bottom of the 6th. Kuiper. 411. Pitcher. Demiri. Denny 20. Makes the play. Kendall, 2-9. Short. Daryl Cheney, 44. Bouncer to third. Catches a 40-37 at third base, and that's an error. And with 2 outs, Jim Norris. 3-2, center B plus injury. Well, they lose their left fielder. Alex Johnson will play left field for the Indians with a big 5-2 lead, and Dennis Eckersley starter 7. We have Gary Alexander leading it off, 3 sevens a walk. George Hendrick, 1-4, flies left. Dan Driesen, 69, center. Manny Sanguian, 56. Triple 1-6, Sky to center, and he skies to center. Eckersley survives 7. Solo home run off his card. Weird triple by Alomar and a sac fly, the only damage. The Tribe got the big homers by Kendall and Andre Thornton in this game, and a big error in the 5th. Stretch time, 5-2 in the 7th. We got Chrissy and the Pretenders back in Ohio. There you go. Pretenders 2 today. And we will begin the 7th inning. Demiri, a starter 7. He hasn't pitched that badly. Buddy Bell, 56 left. Rick Manning pops a second. Andre Thornton, 1-4, third. 8th inning. Eckersley, they had a good bullpen in Cleveland. Jerry Mumphrey, 57 is a K. Alomar, 1-7 is a K. And with 2 outs, Rodney Scott, 6-12. Pitcher gets through 8, 5-2. And Demiri, they'll stick around. Well, they'll come in after 7. Grant Jackson will come trotting out of the Ohio bullpen, trying to keep it a 3-run game if he can. OG, the original gangster, Oscar Gamble, will lead off the 8th. 48 pops out. Lee Lacy, 64 is a single. B-Stealer Kuiper will hit and run. Runner advances, and with 2 outs and a man at second, Kendall is 2 for 3, but they're going to pinch hit for him with Buck Martinez. better defensive, and he can hit lefties. Let's take a look at old Buck. There's Buck Martinez. Get to show you both of Cleveland's catchers in one game. Buck Martinez, 47 lines of short. We'll go to the 9th inning. Eckersley with Cash, White, Alexander. He's on the hill. McEnany and Kern again warming. Dave Cash leads off the 9th with a base hit. Jerry White. And I think they're going to hook him. They're hooking Eckersley. I can't believe it. This is not height of his powers Eckersley. This is pre-Boston Eckersley, pre-Oakland Eckersley, and he's okay. So Will McEnany will come trotting out of the Cleveland bullpen with a batter on in the 9th inning, trying to protect a 3-run lead. Eckersley goes 8 and a batter. McEnany in the 9th against Jerry White. And actually batting for Jerry White will be Paul Dade. Paul Dade, runner at first. No, runner at second. They let Cash wander down to second base. So Dade runs the second unescorted. Paul Dade is the batter. 2-9 is a grounder to third. There's 1 out. Gary Alexander, better against righties. The pitch to Gary Alexander. 47 off McEnany. Single 1 to 17 is a single. And that will do, let's see here. You know what? Hendrick does more home run damage against righties. So McEnany will pitch to Hendrick with 2 on. Runners on the corners with 1 out in the 9th. 66 and McEnany, another base hit. That's an RBI. Now you got 2 on in a 5-3 game. And Driesen says, oh, let me battle against him. First and second, 1 out. Driesen says, sure, I want to bat. Please let me bat against Will McEnany. And so, okay, you can. So McEnany, allegedly good against lefties. We'll see if he can pour more kerosene on the Cleveland season. 2 on, 1 out in a 5-3 game. Dan Driesen, the pitch. 5-10, catcher's card. And Buck Martinez a 3-7. We could really use a foul out here. We don't get it. So it's a wild pitch. So now you got runners in scoring position, second and third, 2 outs. Tying run in scoring position, and it's Sanguian. This would be the really crazy fan. Let's look at Sanguian. He's hitting close to 400. Now, the reason he's doing that is because of what he's doing against righties more than lefties. A single ties the game, and he has a higher chance of doing that against a righty than a lefty. Let's bring in. I don't want McEnany to lose, so we're going to bring in Jim Kern to see if he can get Manny Sanguian out in a 5-3 game. Runners at second and third. There's Sanguian's card. There's Kern's card. Here we are. The pitch to Manny Sanguian in the 9th. 49. Skies the shallow left field, and the game is over. McEnany would have been short X, and the shortstop wasn't any good. So, Kern gives the Indians a reprieve. The Indians' season will continue. 5-3. The winning team has scored 5 runs in 3 straight games. 5-4, 5-4, and 5-3. Kern gets the save. McEnany gives up 2 hits. Eckersley gets the win. He gave up 3 hits and 2 runs. 3 runs. They were all earned. Walk 3, struck out 8. Grant Jackson gave up a hit in his 1 inning. Larry Demiri, tough loss there, gave up 6 hits and 5 runs. An error was big in that 3rd inning. We're going to give 3 earned, 1 walk, no strikeouts. 1019, 0108, 5735. 3810, 1038. So now the American League North is even more chaotic because now the Indians have come back. So they probably can't get eliminated. Of course, Ohio probably won't get eliminated. This is going to be a total mess trying to figure out the tiebreakers in this division. when you consider wild card and division title here. Cleveland is currently a game over. Well, you know what? Here's the thing, too. I think if Ohio wins Game 4, they finish tied, but they win the tiebreaker. So that's unfortunately for Cleveland. They would be 2 games over 500. So, yeah. Anyway, the Indians 16-13, hitting .253 with a 4.14 ERA. Ohio 14-13, hitting .309, 4.17 ERA. And, yeah, when we look at the standings now, here we go. We're back to a game out. So that makes Game 4 so pivotal. If Cleveland can win Game 4, that would guarantee they finish ahead of Ohio, regardless of Ohio winning the series or winning the head-to-head over the Indians. That's how important Game 4 is to the Tribe. The Expos just keep sitting there, knowing that if they sweep the Tigers, it's a moot point. They can just run out to the top of the division if they sweep the Tigers, who are playing bad baseball. And the Tigers, if they sweep the Expos, they'd be at 500, and that's about it. So there you go. That was a pretty cool series we're involved with here at the American League North. Thanks for checking out the videos. We'll see you next time.